Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Hope that you're all doing well, my dear friends. Thank you for joining me here. Today is the 3rd of the month of June of 2023. We are having a full moon in Sagittarius tomorrow. Anyway, the moon's just stepped into Sagittarius now. Once it gets to the 13th roughly degree, we're having a full moon. Something is culminating, and remember, it is a Jupiterian full moon, so it's going to be very bright and it's going to bring us a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of magic in the air, but there's also a lot of illusion. There's a lot of power struggles, power plays, where relationships, partnerships, money issues are concerned, and these are the energies we are moving through in the next few days. So energetically, because that's what we read with the messenger is here. Yes, the messenger is here as we're reading the energies. Remember, it's a general reading, so I really feel called to take a message from the gods today. Happy weekend also to all of you. It is a long weekend here in Greece. It's Monday is the day of the souls that have passed onto the other realm, where they come back and revisit. So it's a very spiritual public weekend, a public holiday and weekend here in Greece for all those that have passed on, that it's still we hold very near and dear into our hearts and in our minds. So it's a day or it's a weekend of giving. I'll be making something, I'll be cooking something, and this is like an offering to those that have passed on. Okay, I just got the goosebumps as I said that. I'm sure we all have someone that is in the, in the heavens with either the 12 gods of Olympus or God or Buddha or whoever you believe in. All right, Venus she's in a beautiful aspect in Cancer, and she's connecting with Neptune. So this can be really good for art. It can be a very creative time, can be very magical, very romantic. But remember, there's also power struggles. There's manipulation. Pluto is opposite to Venus. Venus is coming up to oppose Pluto. So the next few days will be a bit of a struggle. Mars has already passed over that opposition with Pluto. Anyway, but Jupiter is bringing the blessings there from Taurus. Jupiter is on the North Node. Have you made a wish? Because this is a Jupiterian full moon. Now, I am in between, for my patrons out there, I'm in between, well, I'm just about done with individual love readings for June. On YouTube, you've got the Elemental there for free. On Tier 1, we've got all the 12 signs. Now I'm just completing today Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. The rest are all up. So if you're interested in joining us on Patreon, then do that. Thank you so much for your consideration and your support to those of you that are already there. So what's going on with this full moon? What's going on? Sagittarius full moon. Very, very good for the fire signs and the air signs. Unfortunately, for the mutable signs, it won't be easy. So for Virgo, Gemini and Pisces, it won't be an easy full moon. But as I've been saying on Patreon, this full moon, because we've done the analysis on Patreon, right? This full moon is going to put us in the front row of the theater, the cinema, and the movie is going to start to play. Right, the play is on. The actors are ready. They're just behind the curtain. Get ready, because we're there. We're sitting in the front seat. Well, it's going to be a wow, an aha moment and factor, because also Mercury's on Uranus. All right, I know that a lot of you that follow me do enjoy the understanding of the energies of the astrology. For those of you that don't, I'm afraid, tarot and astrology works together. It's the only way for me, as well as, of course, listening to our high self. So let's see what the karma dharma is around this full moon. And remember, a full moon can play out till the next full moon, so a month from now. And as I said, it's going to behoove the fire and air signs. It's the water signs and the earth signs that will get a little bit uncomfortable with this full moon. But remember, knowing the truth, because it's going to be a Jupiterian full moon that's going to bring us the truth. It's better to live in truth than in the illusion, in the cloud, and being up, in your head and just imagining something that may not be true. You may be wearing rose-colored glasses. Okay, always remember that Jupiter does bring us the truth. And it can relate, of course, to values, to love, to anything, relationships, work, anything moving forward. So let's see what the karma dharma. And we've got the moon, so on point. Remember, the moon speaks to fears as well. Do not fear the truth, because the truth always sets us free. The truth will guide us as to what we should be moving towards. If we're living in a lie, living in a relationship or a partnership or a business or whatever, nothing can stand where lies are concerned. Nothing can stand unless, because Jupiter is the leg, it's the leg that we need to stand on, the truth. We cannot build on Neptune. Neptune is a cloud. Okay, so it's gas, it's clouded, it's illusory, it can be magic. Now, if you want to live in the dream, that's up to you. The star comes through, and the star is also Aquarius, which is also truth. Now, there's a wish fulfillment here. I did say our beautiful, optimistic, generous uncle Jupiter will bring a wish fulfillment and justice. 2 major arcana cards have already opened up. So we've got Aquarius, Libra, a lot of air, possible equal relationships will sustain, unequal relationships are going. And there will be a lot of communication, lots of truths. Remember, Mercury in Taurus is on Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius. Expect the unexpected. There will be lots of revelations with this full moon. Remember, something is culminating so that something new, something is ending for something new to happen. And remember, full moons are very stressful. And if you're wanting to know more about the astrology, tier 2 and tier 3, of course, on Patreon. So thank you for your support and your love. And thank you also for your donations, for subscribing, commenting. All of this is an exchange of energy. Thank you in advance. Donations are another way of supporting this channel. And I never hardly say that, but today I thought, okay, there's a lot of love out there. There really is. Thank you all so much. Now, either purchasing a personal reading or even donating helps the channel a lot. And if that's not what you're after, then even being on Patreon in the smallest tier, all this helps the channel. Thank you so much. The Death card, Scorpio. Remember, we've got Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The moon does speak to fears. Fears will come up. Things that are unknown are going to be shown. And remember, we are moving towards the end of the South Node in Scorpio. Something is going to be taken away and excreted from our lives. Right? Scorpio is also Pluto. Right? Pluto, the manipulator, the controller, power struggles, money struggles, manipulation, control around these, around your situation, jealousy, secrets, secret love affairs, mysticism. The elite, Pluto in Aquarius, is the elite trying to control the masses. We've had a taste of it in the past 3 months, but Pluto now is going to regress back into Capricorn. So there's some sort of an unfinished symphony that we're needing to revisit from now in the next few days until the end of the year, when Pluto will need to return back to Capricorn. He will be doing that in the next few days. So it will be very important, of course, for the cardinal signs. It will be challenging for the cardinal signs. Capricorn, Cancer, of course, Libra and Aries. Those of you that are born at the last few days of the cardinal signs. It will behoove the earth signs and the water signs, but it will be harder on the fire and air signs. So it's something, we're completing something. Something is ending. Something is really completing here. We've got the Three of Cups. Could be a love triangle. Cycle maybe is coming to a close. A very hard, transformative metamorphosis is going on. An ending to a difficult cycle. Three of Cups can also speak to possible, because I see it. I see the Three of Cups always. We usually see three people here drinking, gathering. It's either friendships, siblings, as I see it very much as a siblings card. Third party situation. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a group of people that collaborate and work together. There's some sort of an ending, and therefore to clear up energy, to clear up the path for something to celebrate. Okay, this is like getting rid of toxicity as well, because Scorpio is poison, and after poison, and with the help of Jupiter, the help of the truth, poison can be turned to medicine, some sort of a healing situation. We've got the Eight of Coins, Virgo energy. Virgo or Earth, my dear friends. Eight of Pentacles, something relative to work. We do see the charts here, astrology. Astrology is coming through. But as we see the Pentacles as well, it's just, it could speak to a cycle relative to work or relative to some sort of effort, something maybe that you've been working really hard on, putting in extra effort. There's some news coming in. He's reading a letter. He's reading something. Could be a contract, could be a deal, could be a project, could be anything. Anything at all that's relative to, materialism, things, practical matters, work. Remember, Virgo rules also health, okay? This could also be fear of death, like a physical death. My goodness, it looks like hopefully things are looking good. I mean, Jupiter is usually the benefic planet in our solar system. And there may still be some struggles. There may still be some struggles until we actually do have the clarity. And remember that in the sky, energetically, there's a push and a pull. We've got a Grand Cross. Grand Cross is like being pulled at so many different directions. So know that the pressure is still on, and oh my God, what's been going on in life. What I'm hearing about, stories I hear about, people that I deal with, even my own life. I mean, oh my God, like, what can I say? Cliffhangers. Life is a cliffhanger right now. But let's not give up. Keep the faith. Something is promised here, something long-term, financial, a new project, something to do with a sale, a home, a commitment, moving in together. Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful, beautiful card, absolutely. All right? And we've got 9 Pentacles here. Something is starting. There's going to be news about something long-term, because it does speak to possible marriage as well, a commitment, moving in together. A new job, right? A new contract. All these themes come up here. It is connected to money as well. And remember that Virgo, the energy of Virgo's got the ability to discern and see, be able to read between the lines. Also, where there's illusion, Virgo's got the ability to see through, like X-ray vision. Remember, Mercury rules Virgo, and not only is Mercury and Uranus connecting in Taurus, which is all about materialism, values, self-worth, love, peace. Uranus will give us the truth. And Uranus is also, it's rebellion. It's breaking free where there's been no truth. It's the ability to create something very intelligent. So there are many gifts as well that are promised here. We've got the Seven of Wands. Let's keep going. And we've got the Nine of Cups. Another wish fulfillment. We had the Star before. We had the Star. We had Justice. Nine of Cups. Absolutely gorgeous. It's not a good time to drink too much, to move towards escapism. Don't drink too much. Don't take too much medicine this weekend. Okay, it may not work well with you. Just be careful. We do have the Three of Cups, Nine of Cups, strong Pisces energy as well. And we've got the Hanging Man. I was just talking about Pisces. This says let go. Let go. Something is needing to finish. Pisces is the 12th natural house, which speaks to an ending of a karmic cycle where there's been blockages or you've felt imprisoned by karma or a certain situation. Spirit is saying just let go, leave it up to Spirit. But all these challenging energies as well, as we're clearing out our lives, getting rid of the toxins and the unhealthy situations that we've been in. Therefore, each of us going through a metamorphosis, not only collectively as the world, and the people going through a metamorphosis. It's major. This is really major. But we're also becoming much more spiritual because we are forced to look at things from a different perspective through that compassionate, loving, sacrificing love of Pisces. Now remember, Pisces can be either the illusion, the illusionist, very similar to the magician, right? Trickery. Because the best actors in the world, they're Pisceans. Okay, not only Leos. Pisces make for really good actors and actresses because they actually believe the role they've undertaken. They live in it. They embody it. That's why they're so good up on stage there. But the other good side, the light side of Pisces is unconditional love and sacrifice. Remember that Virgo is opposite Pisces, so service, but depends on which side of the spectrum you're on, more in the Piscean energy or the Virgo. Virgo's got the ability to discern and see through the cloud and the illusion, whereas Pisces will believe in the dream. That's the downside to Pisces. When they give from their heart, they sacrifice everything, they become the doormat. So a healthy middle is what is called for. But I absolutely love this. I love it. Let's take some Lenormand. But let's take a peek. This is the channel that peaks, right? Five of Pentacles. It's like someone is begging. We could see he's putting his hand out and just asking, asking for money or asking for love. Remember, the Five of Pentacles is it's not the miser. It's the feeling of lack, feeling unloved. There's no one sacrifices for me. No one loves me unconditionally. Okay, we've got the beggar here. And even doing backflips for a certain situation. I'm going to tell you this. If you need to, how can I say it? To do backflips. If you're here and you have not been appreciated, then it's time to let it go. Cut that umbilical cord, or cut those ropes that are having you holding on for dear life forever. Let it go. What's beneath that? Two of Swords, not knowing what to do. Or turn your head and look at things from a different perspective as Spirit is guiding you. There is a lot of guidance from Spirit at this time. The heavens are open. And as I said in my community, Jupiter is kissing with the North Node. This is such a blessing. This is such a blessing. From which perspective are you looking at things? Maybe you need to turn your head a bit and look at things from another side, another focal point. Because there are many, many blessings and opportunities around us. And the Seven of Wands says that we may even be blocking those opportunities by ourselves, not believing. Pisces is, I believe. What is it that we need to believe, dear Spirit? What is it that we need to keep believing in? We've got the Sun. So Leo comes up. We've got love and the heart, and we've got the clouds. So without belief, because, the near future is being blocked, we can't see ahead of us. We can't see more towards the future. Right now, the cards are giving us more about true love here. We've got the Sun, which is truth, possible reconciliation, right? The Sun is the inner child, the happiness within. We do have the Love card. This is Sun in Leo, so we've got the Sun twice. Remember, the Sun from Gemini, because Gemini is all about decisions as well. It is connected to our environment. It is connected to collaborating with a small group of people, anything to do with communication, how you communicate, how you perceive, the exchange of communication, writing, publishing, learning, anything to do with mobility, short distance, long distance travel. Remember, the Sun is in Gemini. Happy birthday, Gemini. And the Moon is going to be in Sagittarius, right opposite. So we've got the yin and the yang in opposition, right? What do we do? Come from love and compassion, and even if we're fearing, we don't have all the information, or do we come from love, or do we not? Do we not? And we just cut the cord here. Remember that the Sun in Gemini, it's all about decisions. Mercury has come out of shadow now and will give us the information. We will know about what was going on recently with the Mercury retrograde. So we will have communication, but even if you don't have all the clarity, do you believe is the question here. We've got the King of Wands, so we've got a king of fire, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. We've got Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Knight of Cups, and then we've got the King of Wands. So the Knight of Cups is never 100% certain. He fears being hurt, but the King of Wands does take action and will clear the air, because fire dries up all that moisture, the clouds, it dries it up. And therefore, through action, through power, remember Mars is in Leo, it's a time of going for your desires, right? There's the ring, could be a contract, could be a cycle. There's the romance, there's the opportunity, there is the offer, and we've got the mice. Look, the mice does speak to third parties and also doubts and injustices. Some of you are seriously, there's a lack of trust here. There's a lack of trust because of third parties, because of fear, because of psychological issues that we have ourselves, right? Maybe there's been an injustice, but we did have the Justice card. Maybe justice will be made right, but Spirit is not giving us that right now. Okay, or maybe it's saying that you need to trust that even in the near future, there's still possibilities for injustices or third parties or gossip or other people getting involved, right? But we don't know what comes after that. Let's take 3 Sibilas on this 9 of Cups. We've got jealousy, our third parties, 8 of Swords, regrets pertaining to the past. It's your own mind that's keeping you blocked or imprisoned. You've got a feeling of imprisonment. It's like you're doing this to yourself, or there's still third parties and there's jealousy. Remember what I was talking about, Venus in opposition to Pluto. But we've got the Gran Signore. The Gran Signore, which is very Scorpionic. We've got a 13 here. Doesn't have to be. Could be the King of Cups, King of Wands, or King of Earth. More water, fire, and earth. Less of the King of Swords here. So we've got the VIP. This is a very important person. Someone that could be very generous with you at this time. Someone who has a very strong ego, someone who's affluent financially. They're very, very well taken care of, so ego comes through as well. And we've got the ego card. There it is, Superbia. But the Superbia can also speak to a decision that's made, because we've got the Two of Wands. It's like a portal opens. The decision that is made will bring something superb, something wonderful. And the peacock is a lot of luck as well. And of course, on the High Priestess, we've got the feathers of the peacock, which speak to, it speaks to the divine, to spirituality, to good luck, to abundance, all these things. But remember also that the peacock will fight to death for its partner. So there could be competition here, competitive energies pertaining third parties for some of you. We've got the thief and the ladro. This is the trickster. This is Ten of Pentacles. Watch your monies, watch your accounts, watch your passwords this weekend, because there can be theft. Now, the ladro is usually a third party that stepped into a, I don't know, a family unit. Ten of Pentacles is the family home. It's the bank. It's your prosperity. All these things could be coming through. Ladro, the thief, the outsider many times. What's he sitting on? And we've got La Reunion. There is a third party here. There is a love affair. And maybe I'm going to say also here that what I'm getting is what you're expecting is not going to happen. It's going to be totally different. That's what I'm getting here. So I'm getting that it's the outsider. It's like against the odds. The person that is the outsider, the more weak, the one in the weaker position will win in the end, I get here. Now there's a reunion. There's a reunion here. There's a meeting. Eight of Wands. Lots of messages, love messages. Could be from someone that comes from a different part of the world, someone that is from a different race, someone that is at a physical distance, possibly also, and Alegria, Nine of Wands. Alegria, merriment and happiness, but also someone going out and having drinks. Something's going to happen. When you're going out, connecting with friends, maybe this has happened or it's still playing out for you. There's going to be a meeting, and it's going to happen when you least expect it, because we see that the ladro, the thief, you never know when someone's going to come in and break into your home, right? So when you least expect it, something is going to happen. When you least expect it. Let's take a message from the gods. Dear Spirit, what is the message today on the 3rd of June of 2023? What is the advice? And especially pertaining to this full moon in Sagittarius. What is the message here, please, Spirit? We've got two messages. Okay, Spirit, thank you. We've got Mercury and Themis. Hermes. Okay, let's read the messages. Let me just restart. All right, Themis and natural order. Now, of course, that's got a lot to do with Sagittarius as well. So we've got a 6 and a 26. So the messenger is here. We've been talking about Mercury connecting with Uranus. Let's read Themis first of all. Number 6. Remember, 6 is also the lovers. Themis is the goddess of natural order, the daughter of Gaia and Uranus. She was known for her wisdom and acted as counsel to Zeus. Themis governs the law of nature as opposed to the law of man. When she is dishonored, Nemesis, the goddess of retribution, takes revenge. You could see here that looks like she's got the moon on one side, so the shadow side of Themis, and then the sun is on this side. Okay, so when someone's dishonored, then Nemesis, the goddess of retribution, takes revenge. So we've got a lot of that going on in the world, my dear friends. Themis is the balance of all things, as is nature. All things have a natural order: day, night, harmony, chaos, birth, death, and when we struggle against this natural order, we become severely out of balance. Justice is balance, and balance comes when there is order. There is the time to get your life in order. This is the time to get your life in order, from your home and personal space being clear to your personal and financial paperwork being organized, your diet clean and healthy, and relationships clear and honest. Order is necessary right now, and this can take hard work and focus. Remember, dear friends, that Jupiter also rules justice. Justice, law, and order. And even Saturn transiting through Pisces is bringing law and order to the illusion. And there will be retribution from Saturn transiting through Pisces, where there's been illusion, propaganda, scandals. All these things are going to come through now. Order is necessary right now, and this can take hard work and focus. It is time to look at all the aspects of your life and face them head on. There may be confrontation on both inner and outer levels at the moment, and you may need to chase up bills, confront a person or institution, or deal with personal issues, habits, and beliefs. Justice is not eye for an eye. Justice is the natural order of the universe. We cannot control other people, nor can we control every event that happens in our lives. There are many times that we will experience pain and circumstances that will feel unfair, but in time all things find their natural way of finding balance, and they do not need to be forced. What can you control? What you can control is the responsibility that you have to yourself and to do what you believe to be right. If you are clear in your life and honest with yourself, then justice will surely follow and flow, I was going to say. Absolutely on point. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Let's have a look at Hermes and Mercury messages. Now, messages will be in our personal lives, but they will also be, there are messages coming and wisdom coming from Spirit and from Jupiter, the God of all gods. He's bringing us the light. Hermes is the son of Zeus and nymph Maya. He is an extremely clever trickster by nature and is known as the divine messenger, delivering the messages of Zeus. He is the guide of souls traveling to the underworld and the afterlife, which is the realm of Hades. He wears wings on his hat, herald's wand, and sandals. He is the divine trickster, messenger, and god of travelers. He also invented the lyre, a musical instrument. Hermes creates the bridge of communication between the worlds. He is the link between God and man, between the heavens, earth, and the underworld. He is known as a trickster, thief of the gates. And we've got the thief right here. Watcher of the night and the bringer of dreams. Of all the Greek gods and goddesses, only Hermes, Hades, and Persephone have the ability to travel freely in and out of the underworld. And remember how I was saying that it's a very spiritual weekend here in Greece, where the souls that have passed on are coming back to revisit us. So this ties in greatly. It's like the messenger is bringing us messages here. Maybe this is saying to all of us, do something nice for someone, a good deed. Cook something, give it to your neighbor. If you've got a neighbor, an elderly, that they're on their own, that special deed, that special kind deed is what is called for this weekend. Hermes is a trickster and often sends messages in the form of riddles and dreams. So pay attention to your dreams as well, as we've got the moon here. When we are tripped up by life and find ourselves on strange and perplexing journeys that unravel the mysteries of life and ourselves, this is Hermes at work. He might steal something from you, and as you go to look for it, you may instead discover a whole new world. This is a classic example of how accidents or unpleasant and strange events in our lives can lead us to our destinies. There are countless stories of people finding their true meaning in life after experiencing illness, loss, or hitting rock bottom. Messages surround you right now, but they won't be obvious. And I just keep getting the goosebumps, everyone. They will be cryptic and may come in strange ways, but they are there. This is the time to pay close attention and may also be a good time to start a dream journal. Words are just coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry about that. If you have been feeling like there is more to life, more to learn and experience, but haven't known what or where to start, be on the lookout, for life is offering you opportunities right now, but you need to open your eyes and pay attention. It is likely you will be led in that strange hermetic way through the realm of unveiling mysteries into amazing new worlds of experience, feeling and thought. All you need to do is be open and aware and realize that all possibilities present in every moment. Don't get caught up in how the messages come. Just pay attention when they arrive. And goodness me, there's been so much coming through. For me, for people that I talk to, so many messages, synchronicities, signs, repeating numbers, strange things, coincidental things, which are really not coincidences, dear friends. And I'm sure most of you here know that already. Okay, I'm just saying that for those who may have doubts. Okay, so I think I will leave it there. I want to thank you all so much again for being here, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and your love in whichever way you show it. Thank you for joining us on Patreon, and thank you also to those that have been a little bit patient for the individual signs on Patreon. As I said, I'm completing Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. You will have those in the next how many hours, okay? Love and light to everyone. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Happy full moon. Remember, it may be stressful, but it can also be a big wow factor. It should be a very abundant and very happy, very optimistic full moon. So be on the optimistic side of the fence and not on the pessimistic. It's up to you to make your life what you want it to be. Okay, there's always free will. Love you all so much. Talk to you soon. It's 2020 on my hour clock. Namaste.